All right, so now we're actually going to see an inspection happen. So we know from the organic system plan that this operation that we're going to look at is a 245-acre parallel production operation. We see in the application that we're going to be working with Willie, and he's both the record keeper, the field man, as well as the overall manager of the farm. So he's going to be our go-to guy for both parts of the inspection. Every inspection has two parts. The first is going to be a field tour of the operation where you look and physically investigate all aspects of the operation. The second is paperwork, where we go through the records, we go through the audits, we run through our traceback and our mass balance exercises. And so for this inspection, we're going to pull up, we're going to start with Willie's opening interview, and then we're going to dive in right into the field inspection and then finish up with the paperwork and the mass balance and traceback exercises. One thing I do want to mention is that this is a totally fictional situation. Nothing that you see is actually a practice on this farm. We've got a really nice person helping us out, playing the part of the farmer, but we want to see how you might expect an inspection to go, how you can sort of help your clients, the farmers, prepare for their inspections and ultimately sit through their inspections. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hey there.
Hey.
Hey. I'm Nate Powell-Palm.
Hey, Willie Hughes.
Nice to meet you.
How's it going?
Yeah, so here for your organic inspection. All
That's right.
So my understanding is this is your first organic inspection.
That's right, yep.
So we'll ask questions along the way. We'll try to make it as smooth and transparent for you as possible. I'm here on behalf of your certifier. And so I am basically just the eyes and ears of the consumer. So I'm here to write a report based on what I see on the ground. You've submitted an OSP to your certifier.
Yep.
And so I'm here just to basically see, are there any discrepancies between what we see when we walk around today and what's written in your plan? And we can make updates to your OSP if we need to, but we want to just make sure that that document is current and accurate as possible. And so my understanding is you're basically in charge of everything here. You do records, you do field work, you do everything. Is that correct?
That's pretty close.
All right. And then on your application, I think your dad is also part of the operation, but
correct.
It'll just be you and me today, correct?
That's right.
Awesome. All right. And then, as I think you well know, we signed a confidentiality statement with the certifier. And so everything I see here today is just between basically you, me, and the certifier. Okay. And so is it okay if I take some pictures today?
Absolutely.
Cool. And they'll all just go to the certifier and they get destroyed out of my computer when we're all done here.
Okay.
Any questions to start?
I don't think so. I'm ready.
Cool. All right. So I sent an email for the basically initial checklist of things to go. Mm-hmm. Did you get that?
I did.
Awesome.
Yep.
All right. And then was wondering if you have any updates to your scopes. I know we're just going to be doing crops. We have 4 fields. Anything else that you're going to be adding or changing?
I think that covers it.
Okay, cool. One thing I was going to ask is you've got field A, B, and C as organic ready this year. Mm-hmm. But field D, I think you said that it's going to be still in transition. It was November of 2018 was the last date of prohibited substance?
Correct, yes.
Okay, so we wouldn't hit harvest this year for that.
That's right.
Okay, cool. We'd like to see them all, transition and
sure.
Organic. And then the other question I had was, it said on your OSP that you've got 1 bin. I was seeing that we have 2 over there. Is that other one a new one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we want to make sure that when we add new infrastructure, we put it on our OSP, contact the certifier, ideally before it's up.
Right.
But we can make that update. It seems like it's empty now.
Yep.
And so we'll just put that as an update and change that for your OSP in the future. So would it be all right if we started with a tour of the farm?
Yeah, you bet.
Cool. All right. It would be great if we could see where you keep your inputs, take a look at your machinery, see all of the fields, the buffers, and then ideally we'll then go over a mass balance and a trace back, where we just sit down and show how you can follow the story of your farm from seed all the way to belly, basically.
Sure.
But probably just to the truck that's leaving the farm. And then we'll do a mass balance, just basically identifying, does the amount of grain produced match your field records, your capacity?
Yep.
So you have 245 acres in total, that's correct?
Correct.
Okay. And then about 5 acres of buildings and
yep.
kind of infrastructure?
Yep.
All right. Cool. So if we could start in here, do you have any inputs in this building?
Yeah.
All right.
They're over here.
Awesome. All right, so we've got your organic seeds here. We've got some vinegar for spot spraying. And then we've got, looks like some diatomaceous earth up here for your bins. Awesome. So where do you store your conventional inputs?
That would be on the other side of the shed down there.
Sweet, so totally separate.
Totally separate.
All right. And is it basically that always organic is this corner?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
That's great. And then you understand that any material that you use has to be approved prior to actually using it on the farm.
Right.
Okay. And so I think do we have any new materials other than the diatomaceous earth, vinegar, and the
CX1?
Yes.
That's it.
Okay. Cool. And then we've got seeds. All right. So all these materials are listed on your OSB, so that's great. And then I see you have some bags of seed, some saved seed from a trial last year. Would it be all right to look inside one of the bags of seed?
Yeah, you bet. Let's get one of these here.
Cool. All right. So the inspector is supposed to actually look into all of the seed bags and just check for treatments or any evidence of seeds being mislabeled, just so we make sure that we can actually prove out that what we see in a cursory glance is actually what's in the bags. So thank you. This is great.
Yep.
And so, wanted to talk a little bit about seeds with you. So, how do you sort? Are you able to source all organic seeds?
When available, yes.
Okay, so talk to me about that. How do you go about assessing availability and looking for a seed search?
Sure. Well, we have some specialty contracts, such as sunflowers, and this year organic sunflower seed was just in real tight supply, and unfortunately we weren't able to find any certified organic sunflower seed.
Okay. And do you call 3 different
Yep.
folks?
So we did a seed search. We got a statement from 3 different seed providers, our typical seed providers, saying that availability was just not happening this year. And so we went with a conventional untreated. And I also have a statement from that supplier saying that it was bred using traditional plant breeding methods and is non-genetically modified.
Excellent, excellent. When you're doing your seed search, you need to call 3 known sources of organic seed, not just your local pioneer dealer, because we actually have to show that we're trying to find organic seed. And if we're looking at places that don't sell any, that's not a real good faith effort to find organic seed. And so with your contracts, do you work with any folks who supply the seed for you?
Yes.
Okay. And how does that arrangement typically work?
Typically, they have a variety stated that they need for whatever, crop that they are growing or raising, whatever product that they're looking for. They typically provide us with a statement showing once again that the seed is untreated, is bred using traditional plant breeding methods, and typically in that situation, that buyer pretty much hands us all the paperwork that we need to show documentation of that.
Excellent. All right. Could we go take a look at your equipment?
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool. So, seed drill, what all crops do you plant with this guy?
This is typically used for small grains, cover crops. It's done some soybeans in the past.
All right, awesome. Would it be all right if I just take a peek inside?
Yeah.
I'd like to just make sure that it's clean, we don't see any problems. All right, so I'm seeing some leftover seed in here. It looks like it's pink, and was just wondering, looks like it's treated.
Yeah, well, my neighbor Joe borrowed the drill, and I guess he didn't clean it out as good as he said he did.
Okay, so when did he use it versus when did you use it?
He was the last one to use it, so no organic crop has been through it since then. We just haven't done a complete clean out yet.
Okay. When you clean out the drill, do you document that process?
We do.
Okay, awesome.
We do.
It'd be great to look at those records when we sit down there.
Sure.
So I just want to make a note that that's something to go over. And how do you clean out the drill when you clean it out?
Typically, we will sweep it down to the flutes, get planted out as best we can. Then we'll come in and vacuum everything out, all the cups out, and take an air wand to it.
All right, that's pretty thorough. Yeah. Yeah, so want to just make sure that we try to track and make sure that what we see here with some treated seed doesn't end up in your field. So wanting to make sure that we can verify that via your documentation. Alrighty, well, we'll look at all those cleanup procedures after the after we sit down for the records.
Okay.
Can we look at your combine real quick?
Sure.
So I'm just gonna, if it's all right, crawl in the back and just take a peek inside the grain tank. See that it's clean because you're headed out to the field right now? All right.
Hurry up.
Not a soybean in there.
All right.
Yeah.
Good.
All right. It looks really clean. That's great. Awesome. And where are you heading now with this?
We're heading out now to do our first crop of organic soybeans.
All right.
From
so it's nice and
conventional.
clean and ready to
Yeah.
go. All right. So we got your bins here, and I see that this one is labeled.
Correct.
And this is the new one, right?
It is.
Okay. So talk to me about why that one's not labeled.
Well, we just got it in. We got everything hooked up. We got our fans installed. We got our power run. We just haven't gotten to it yet.
Fair enough. Yes. We'll just want to make a note that that does get labeled because
Absolutely.
as you store things in there, over time, we'll want to make sure that we can trace that and that keeps continuity in your paperwork.
Yep, understandable.
So could you describe how you clean out the bins before putting organic in there? I
Sure.
assume they're both used for conventional and organic.
Yes. Well, you can see that's the reason we got the cone bottoms is because they do a complete evacuation. So it just makes it much easier to clean out as opposed to a full floor bin. So that a smooth walled cone bottom bin was something that we felt would really help with that clean out. We have clean out logs. You can come in and basically crawl right in here, blow it out, get it nice and clean. You can climb up on top if you have to and maybe sweep it down a little bit. And then it all can run out the bottom here into that conveyor or into a tote or something like that so we can
Awesome.
collect it.
Would it be all right if I just stuck my arm and wiped in here real quick?
Please be my guest.
Okay. Oh yeah, very clean. We see that there's not really any dust left. That's awesome. Echo! Sorry, you gotta get your kicks when you can in this job. All right, so we're standing right now kind of on the edge of your property. This is your conventional neighbor.
Yep.
And I see that you farm right up to your conventional neighbor.
Right.
This is your buffer?
Well, yeah, we actually poked in. We wanted to open up the field and see how it went. It was a little wet, so we just got it opened up, and we hauled this into the local co-op.
Okay. And did you write down that transaction, or did they just cut you a check and you went?
Oh, it's probably on their system, and I might have a ticket bouncing around in the truck, but I don't have it right now.
Okay, so we want to make sure that all of those conventional sales that are related to the organics are well recorded, because I want to be able to verify that you actually got rid of that as conventional rather than it ending up in the organic pile.
Okay.
Cool. So in this beautiful stand of corn, I see we also have a good healthy stand of weeds.
Yeah.
So talk to me a little bit about your weed control. What do you find to
Sure.
be effective and how do you keep them manageable?
I mean, rotation is really, key. Making sure that you have basically staggered harvest windows so that one species of weed, such as a ragweed, doesn't have a chance to drop seed every year.
Okay.
So really just trying to deplete that seed bank as best we can through small grains, crops such as hay, other shorter season vegetable crops, things like that. Really mixing up that rotation so that we can really keep the weeds guessing.
Yeah, I love that. So I see here you have a few sunflowers as well, and you raise sunflowers, right?
I do raise sunflowers, yep. We raise sunflowers, the black oil seeds. They are a competitive crop that grows fast and makes a canopy very quickly. They obviously, the pollinators love them. When we have full bloom, the sky above the field is just humming with pollinators and insect species activity. Some birds too, which can be a little bit of an issue, but overall, really, you really see that biodiversity with that crop right with your own eyes. So these are wild sunflowers. This is a weed. We have had sunflowers in this field in the past, and these wild sunflowers actually showed up right after we had our hybrid sunflowers in there. So we don't know if there was some sort of cross-pollination or some sort of, we're not really sure, but it's something that with a good rotation, we feel like we're gonna hopefully be able to clean up.
Cool. What crop was in here last year?
This was organic wheat last year.
Okay, brilliant. And could you describe just sort of like your most basic rotation?
Yeah, basic rotation is just your simple corn, bean, wheat, and then we're substituting that bean year for things like sunflowers and other broadleaf vegetable crops such as snap beans. The corn, we can substitute things like maybe sweet corn. We've done some seed corn, sorghum, other sort of grain crops. And then the small grain is kind of your wheat year, whether it's barley or rye or wheat. There's several different grains that we grow on farm as well.
What wildlife comes across?
Well, we have some wild turkeys that run through here quite often. We've got deer, and there are obviously pollinators.
I think I saw some hawk perches that you had put around.
Yes, there's definitely some red-tailed hawks in the area. We're seeing eagles coming back, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Some coyotes. The wolf population has been growing recently in Wisconsin, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah. Maybe suppress those deer a little bit.
yeah, I guess so. So yeah, there's a lot of wildlife in the area. It's fun to see fox. I saw a red fox the other day, a little pup. So
awesome.
Yeah.
And so it seems like these tree lines that you have kind of around most of your outside edges of the fields, those are sort of more static wildlife habitats. That's where that fox can go, reproduce,
absolutely.
kind of exist on the margins of the farm.
Yep, absolutely.
Brilliant. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. So that was the inspection. Now what you saw is a pared down version of the actual thing. Typically inspections, depending on size, last between 4 and maybe 8 hours for a bigger operation. If you have a lot of acres or your acres are really spread out, likely is the case that you're gonna take a couple of days to complete the inspection. On the inspection, we're always gonna have those two parts. Seeing the fields, the equipment, the bins, everything, and then we're gonna go and dive through the records, the traceback audit and the mass balance.